Recently, Arena Stage, a DC cultural landmark, moved to Crystal City for a 3-year stay. A decade ago, that would have been unheard of. But very quietly, Arlington has developed one of the most innovative and thriving theater cultures in the country.
Arena Stage was created 57 years ago. There was really not very much theater outside of New York City. And the idea was that brilliant theater could happen in communities. It was a radical idea. It ended up being the first theater to receive a Tony outside of New York, the first theater to go to New York. Arthur Miller really almost considered it his home. Very, very important theater in the history of American theater. We just broke ground for a new complex for Arena Stage. So during the 2.5-year period of time where we are no longer over at 6th and Main, we needed to be somewhere else. And a little over a year ago, a friend of mine was talking to me while we were having coffee one morning, and I said I was very frustrated because we really hadn't found a place and time was getting short. And she said, let's go over. I think you might be interested in Crystal City. And I said, oh, I don't know, I haven't been to Crystal City in years.
When we were able to change the arts policy back in the late 80s, one of the first things we did, because we had the Gunston Arts Center, which was going to be renovated, was to go out and to try to bring in a critical mass of theater companies to try to expand the footprint and what would really be out there to citizens. They would see, oh my gosh, Arlington is really invested in this. And out of that grew Signature Theater, who recently built a $16 million building down in Shirlington.
There was no professional theater here in Arlington. Signature started as an incubator in the incubator program at the county through the Arlington Cultural Affairs Division that supports us. And you know, all of us who started with the company in the very beginning had all worked in community theater in Arlington. And I think it was out of the frustration of maybe some of the programming choices that it wasn't, you know, daring enough and it was very safe. I really just felt like there was an opportunity for a theater company here in Arlington. When we first began, we actually were at Gunston Arts Center, so we were in a library that was converted into a theater for 3 years. And then we actually moved to an auto bumper plating garage. And it had challenges, but it was a great little space that we did amazing things in. And we actually had amazing people come to Arlington. Stephen Sondheim and John Kander, Fred Ebb. I mean, the people that came to that building, it was pretty amazing for this little 136-seat theater. You know, you took these huge risks and steps along the way, and that's what really I think Signature has become and is really well known for, because we never play it safe. We're always pushing the envelope, trying something different, trying something new. The great thing is I think Arlington has evolved, and they've, you know, the one thing that they've done is really give people chances, which I think is really important. So a lot of theater companies have sprung up. What it's doing is that you have a huge eclectic mix of theater in Arlington.
Cinematic theater is non-traditional theater. We are a movement-based company. What we are trying to do is like to establish new theater aesthetics. I'm trying to find a way how I can tell you a story differently, non-traditional way. And those kind of different elements, when you fuse them together, it creates something else. It creates something new, and it excites me. I believe it's obvious that the theater community is growing in Arlington. And again, the reason is because of the support we have from Arlington County. Because of that, that's why today in Arlington, in Virginia, we have arts boom, so to speak.
I think more and more people are becoming aware of that the cultural scene in Arlington is actually stronger and stronger and stronger, and they're realizing that they don't have to always escape to the Kennedy Center.
I really feel that there is a great hunger for wonderful theater here in Virginia. The city and the county have really opened themselves up to Arena Stage coming here. And so we really want to help support that. by bringing in great theater. And I think what will happen is what always occurs, which is when there's more theater, more people go out and see more theater.
And these are just a few of the theaters operating in Arlington. There's also the Washington Shakespeare Company, American Century, the Keegan, Teatro de Luna. No matter what you like, there's a theater for you here. So get out there and get ready to be amazed. Now it's time to check out what's happening in the rest of Arlington. Don't go away, because we'll be right back.